Alright troops, Scott Silver here. Over the past wee while, I've started to hear this new term, well certainly new to me. It's called a silver squeeze. Now, I'm fairly new to this, so it's probably not unrealistic that I never heard this term, and that it's never happened in the time that I've started collecting gold or silver, and this is the first time. But they're all talking about it, and they're all saying that it certainly can mirrors what's happened in the past. So I did a little research, and I've created the following video. Hope you enjoy this, and I'll catch you in a bit.
The price of silver has always been volatile. It's a market where fortunes are made and lost overnight. But sometimes something happens that sends the price of silver soaring. This is called a silver squeeze, and it can have a ripple effect throughout the global economy. A silver squeeze occurs when there is a sudden surge in demand for physical silver. This demand overwhelms the available supply, causing the price to skyrocket. The reason for this surge in demand can vary, but it often stems from a belief that the price of silver is being manipulated lower than its true value. Silver occupies a strange position in the financial markets. It is both a precious metal and an industrial commodity. This dual nature makes it unique. Investors buy silver as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. They see it as a safe haven asset, much like gold. But silver is also essential for various industrial applications. It is used in electronics, solar panels, and even medical equipment. This industrial demand gives silver a real-world value that gold, for all its glitter, lacks. One of the most famous examples of a silver squeeze occurred in 1979. Two brothers, Nelson Bunker Hunt and William Herbert Hunt, attempted to corner the global silver market. The Hunts came from a wealthy Texan oil family. They believed that silver was undervalued. They began buying up huge quantities of physical silver. They also invested heavily in silver futures contracts. These contracts gave them the right to buy even more silver at a later date. The Hunt brothers' actions sent the price of silver skyrocketing. It went from around $6 per ounce to nearly $50 per ounce in just a few months. This dramatic price rise caused chaos in the markets. Other investors rushed to buy silver, hoping to cash in on the frenzy, but the Hunt brothers' gamble eventually backfired. Regulators stepped in and changed the rules on silver futures trading. The price of silver crashed, and the Hunts were left with billions of dollars in debt. Fast forward to 2021 and another silver squeeze was brewing. This time it was fueled by a new generation of investors, the Reddit crowd. Using online forums like Wall Street Bets, retail investors began to discuss the possibility of squeezing silver. They argued that the price of silver was being suppressed by large banks and financial institutions, and they saw an opportunity to take on these institutions and make a profit. The Reddit-driven silver squeeze didn't reach the same heights as the Hunt brothers' attempt, but it did succeed in pushing the price of silver up significantly. Once again, the world was reminded of the power of collective action in financial markets. The Reddit silver squeeze eventually lost steam, but it demonstrated the growing influence of retail investors. It also highlighted the potential for social media to drive market movements. Today, the silver market is facing a new set of challenges. The global economy is in a state of flux. Inflation is rampant, and there are growing concerns about a recession. In these uncertain times, silver is once again being seen as a safe haven asset. But there is another factor driving demand for silver: the rise of green technologies. Silver is a key component in solar panels, electric vehicles, and other clean energy technologies. As the world transitions to a more sustainable future, the demand for silver is only going to increase. This growing industrial demand is putting upward pressure on the price of silver. It is also creating a unique situation where the forces of finance and industry are converging. What does the future hold for silver? It is difficult to say for certain. The price of silver is notoriously volatile. It is influenced by a complex interplay of factors. These include investor sentiment, industrial demand, and geopolitical events. However, one thing is clear: silver is no longer just a sleepy commodity. It is a strategic asset that is attracting attention from all corners of the globe. Some analysts believe that the silver market is heading for a super spike. They argue that the combination of safe haven demand and industrial demand will push the price of silver to unprecedented heights. Others are more cautious. They point out that silver is still a relatively small market. It is vulnerable to manipulation by large players. Only time will tell what the future holds for silver. But one thing is for sure: it is going to be an interesting ride.
So, that's my thoughts. Let me know your comments, whether that was useful or not. Certainly useful for me to have a look into it and find out what this terminology was all about. If you liked it, certainly subscribe, like, and share if you will. And I'll see you all again soon. Catch you later, guys. Take care. Bye.